Hello, John.
Hello, Oliver.
So we're going to talk about Michaell Kelly and his mother's death. You're going to just mention a few words.
Yes, well, Michaell Kelly is the editor of the Irish Catholic, and funny enough, another person with the same name but from a different part of the country, north of Ireland, Herman Kelly, the leader of the Irish Freedom Party. He was a former editor of the Catholic of the Irish Catholic, so it's not well known, but he was a very able editor too. Now, but Michaell Kelly wrote an article there, and which is unusual, but he felt that he spoke about his mother's death, which is a few weeks ago. And funny enough, another one in England, Melanie McDonough, she writes in the Evening Standard. She's a major journalist in that paper, but she's Catholic, and her mother died recently. She wrote an article about that, but this is Michaell Kelly, and he said that his mother had a strong religious belief, and you know, before her death she was no ways fearful, she was actually joyful, and she was a force for good in the community, in the country where she died. He didn't specify the part of the country, but in any event, there was a wake, which is common in Ireland, in the country, not so much in Dublin, because they're lost, but in the country there's a wake, and many people come to the wake expressing sympathy for her death, and the fact that she was such a great force for good in the community. And so he wrote about that, and about their life when they were growing up, and about how she kind of guided them, because if the mother is of that calibre, everything works very nicely, and people grow in maturity and spirituality and all the rest of it, even though as they're growing up they might just go this way or that way or the other way, you know, because the sap is rising, and you know, subject to all sorts of influences. So be that as it may, he did say that it left the mark on him as he was growing up and going to university and all the rest of it. He wasn't contaminated by the secular culture, and signs on it was his mother's influence more than nothing, and his father would be of that variety as well, supporting what the mother was about, because it was a good home. And one thing that he mentioned, and of course it's been mentioned I think by us in the Christian and Jobs Action Party, is the family rosary. And even if you haven't got the family rosary, say a decade if you're not able to do that, but the benefits far outweigh at the time, the few minutes that you spend at that, and Michaell Kelly mentioned that. So that's the foundation. Funny enough, we did it ourselves in our home, but not always, and each one of us had say a decade, even if we were sort of slightly bored. But nonetheless, because of that, that set the seed. So if the seed is set when you're young, it's going to stand to you as you grow up, because this is something that you're not going to just dismiss and talk about priest-ridden and all this other old nonsense that you sometimes hear about the 50s and all the 60s and all the rest of it. Rubbish, balderdash. What they've replaced it with is absolutely the most divisive and outrageous system that a country has ever been saddled with. There's nothing but divisiveness, and there's not too many ones as happy as there were when I was young, you see. So Michaell Kelly wrote about that, and I read the article. It was quite moving and very good, but it was marvellous to read it in the Irish Catholic. You won't read stuff like that, as far as I'm concerned, in any other papers except the Catholic papers and the Catholic magazines. You just you'll read nothing that's uplifting.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you very much, Albert.